Okay, so I've got this Insta 360 camera that I got a while back, and you guys watch enough YouTube, there's a bunch of cool things you can video with the Insta 360, and so I wanted to kind of take it with me when I take the bike out. And most people, I guess, they just attach the selfie stick somehow to their bike, so you find like different places to mount it, and then they kind of fully extend this and then have the Insta 360 at the end. But, when this thing's fully extended, it doesn't feel very solid. So it's got a little bit of like flex in it when I just shake it like this. So I can't imagine going down the road at 60, 70 miles an hour that this thing's that stable. But, I haven't heard any negative things about people, but about people losing their cameras off the selfie sticks attached to their motorcycle. And Insta makes a slightly longer one, slightly thicker one, but it's like $70. So I'm not sure that's what I want to spend. So I was thinking about maybe I can just make a selfie stick out of some, aluminum piping, or, go to Home Depot and get some conduit or something like that that's really strong, and just make like a single section instead of this is like 5-section compact selfie stick. It's meant to be, kind of carried with you. But, I'm kind of mounting this sort of semi-permanently on the bike, or just to use it just to use it as a selfie stick for the motorcycle. So I prefer if it was just one piece, one solid piece, and then, kind of getting some, I guess this is just it's just a 1/4-inch regular thread, and I can just buy that and make my own mounts at the top, and then, put a cap and then tap it at the bottom in order to mount it. Or, there's other ways to just clamp it to the bike and then mount the selfie stick. So let me try and find some other things around the house or over at Home Depot, and see if I can't make a selfie stick that's a little bit more solid than the one that you can get from Insta 360. Okay, so I found this pole, which from my former marketing and trade show days was a holder for a sign. So you would extend this up and kind of hold the big banner up. So I just happened to have this lying around, and it seems a lot more sturdy compared to the Insta selfie stick. And so it's quite a bit longer, so you can see. It just happens to have a 1/4-inch thread in it, very similar to what you find on camera equipment. So I just needed a few adapters to make it work as a selfie stick or a monopod, or really it's to clamp onto the motorcycle here. And so let me show you the few things that I bought to make it work. So what you need, and I'll put the links to these in the description below, but are these little adapters. So this is a female to male adapter, and then there's a male to male adapter. And so you just need a couple of these things and put them into those threaded areas, because this, if you noticed on this one, the threads are slightly recessed. And so I couldn't just get the male to male end on it, because I don't think it would stick up far enough, and then it leaves a big hole. I guess it could fit inside, but I didn't like the fact that it had a big hole up there. So what I'm gonna do is put this male adapter in, or female to male adapter. So I'll just put that in. I'm gonna try and do it with one hand here. So you just want to get this adapter in. That's nice, and so it gets it down to, now you've got a nice base to work from. And then I'll put this male to male adapter on, and now I've got basically a camera mount for the Insta 360 or GoPro or whatever I want to mount. And it's much more sturdy. This is aluminum versus the sort of maybe the carbon fiber ones that are made by Insta. And I basically need to do the same on this end, just to get a male end in, or female end in. And so that'll go in and fit in nicely. So it doesn't quite cover the opening 100%. So I was looking to see if I get a washer to cover it, but it's at the bottom. I don't think it's gonna bother me that much. So what I might do is just leave it the way it is. So what I'm gonna do is now just make sure I get it in tight. I'll probably put in a little Loctite, make sure it's permanently in there. And this will be sort of my Insta 360 selfie stick. But you can see it's only got like 3 sections, and I only needed to use 2 of them, maybe 1.5 sections. So there's not as many expansion joints for it to wobble around like the Insta selfie stick. That seems to have a lot more sections because it's much more compact. So I was looking for sort of one solid pipe, and I was just going to go to the hardware store and just kind of fit together some pieces of copper piping or something just to make it just a single monopod. But I think this will work well. So let me go ahead and just get everything together. We'll mount it up. Okay, so you can see the Insta360 selfie stick here versus the pole that I found that would make a selfie stick. Fully extended, I don't know if I can get it all. Fully extended, this is the Insta360 fully extended, and this is completely retracted right now. And so you can see it side by side. So I think this one is, 9 inches? So this is 9 inches fully retracted, and this one is 3 feet fully retracted. And I think this one completely expanded is 45 inches, 45 inches. So there's not that much difference. It is a little thicker. So I wonder if that means that this pole that I made is going to end up showing versus, this one is invisible. So I'm not sure if this is going to show up when I film or not. But again, it's much sturdier because I could just leave it completely contracted, or I could just expand it just a little bit, because fully expanded, this thing is, I think it's like 6 feet tall. I won't be able to get it all in one shot, but there's 3 sections, and I think it's 8 feet tall. Yeah, I'm standing it next to a 2x8 right now, or 2x4. It's 8 feet tall, and it's a little bit taller than that. It's almost 10 feet tall. So, I'll probably just use it with just 2 of the expansion joints open. So this one will remain fully contracted, so it'll double up on this. And then this one, I may not even go that high. Maybe I'll just go to like 45 inches, like the Insta 360 height. Because I also worry about losing the top of it, like going into the garage or something like that. So anyway, that's the selfie stick. And then I put a ram joint on this side, and we're going to go ahead and attach it to the bike. And I'm going to put it on the throttle side because maybe I'll put it on the clutch side. But there's a couple of good points to mount it. So down here by the foot peg is a good point to mount the bottom one. And then up top, there's a grab bar. But see, on this side, there's this knob that's in the way that it's not on the other side. So I think I'm going to go ahead and mount it on the other side. So let me go ahead and do that. So what you want to do is get some of these ball joints. I call them ram mounts. I don't know what the unbranded name is, but maybe ball joints. And I'll put links to all the things I bought down in the description. But you basically want to get this ball size. It's about 23 millimeters and looks like it's just under an inch in diameter. And what that allows you to do is use these little joints, and this is all kind of standard camera equipment. And so there's different types. There's this one, which is I like this, but depending on where on the frame you want to mount it. And then they have these kind, which are that's like these jaws. I don't know what they call them, but these clamps work really, really well. And so you get them. Some of them have the double. It's a double-sided clamp, which is nice, which is what I'm going to use on the handlebar side, is this double clamp. And I'm going to put it right here. And on the other side, I'm going to mount to the man, I'm clumsy today. Mount it to the pole. So let me get these all mounted up. All right, so now it's all attached. So you can see here's that ball joint or ram mount that I mounted. And I did switch to a different one than the one I had on there originally. This one seems to clamp a little bit better. So you've got to try a few different ones just to figure out which one ends up clamping better. And then this side is just your standard mount that goes into like a tripod. And so that's that side. And on this side, I like I said, I used a double, I guess it's called a double claw. And again, it's got a ball here and a ball on this side, and then you just clamp them together. And now it feels pretty sturdy. So I think this is going to be a good selfie stick. So you can see there's not one expansion point until I get to here. And so I could bring it out just a little bit to go like maybe 45 inches, maybe just get just above my head. That's it right now. So I'll go ahead and mount the GoPro and we'll take it for a quick spin and see what kind of video we can get. Okay, here I am on the bike with the Insta 360 attached on the selfie stick, and you can kind of see that the stitching isn't perfect. You can kind of see the clamps there, and then that black bar in the middle is the selfie stick. So I'm using the sticky lens guard on my Insta 360 as well, so I don't know if that's causing problems with the stitching of the video together, but it's not too bad. It seems to be a good height. Again, I have this just barely extended past just the first section, so to get to the same length with the Insta 360 selfie stick, I'd have to extend all 5 sections, expand all 5 sections out, and then, like I said, it feels a little whippy, and so I worry about it breaking, but this one is really, really solid. The image, again, it's got image stabilization on, so I don't know that it impacts the image at all, but I probably got to work on the other parts of the video, because again, you can see the stitching isn't quite there yet. Again, it could be the sticky guards, that lens guards that I've got on, but anyway, I'll start doing some more video riding with the Insta 360. I think it's pretty cool. And then you can see there's a little bit of rattling, which I think is coming from the selfie stick itself, because it's not fully extended. So the bottom end of the area that's not extended is, I think, rattling inside the bottom section. But it tends to go away, like when you get to speed, it tends to go away. So I'm not sure how big of a problem it is. Maybe I'll use something else to record sound and just use this strictly for video. So got a brand new book out on Amazon Marketplace. I'll link it down below. Would really appreciate it if you guys pick up a copy. It's just a vehicle maintenance log, and a motorcycle maintenance log will come later, but I think this one's a little bit more comprehensive. Tried to cover everything that I think that you should be changing, and try to get as much information, especially if you're restoring a car, to get as much information inside that booklet as possible. That way, when you go off to sell it, you can show everybody all your maintenance records and everything that you've done with the vehicle. So anyway, making a quick pit stop here at my favorite store, and pick up some more tools, which I'll probably review on a later video. Please sign up for our newsletter in the links below. I'll share some more tool buying tips, some other classic car and classic motorcycle news, and maybe a wrenching tip. So thanks for watching.